I just wanted to say, thank you so much for 800 subscribers. It's literally insane, guys. We're almost at 1,000 and I can't even fathom that. Like, thank you so much. It means literally the world to me. So yeah, I love you guys so much and let's get on with the video. So in today's video, I am going to be reacting to your guys' very interesting stories. I made a video saying like, tell your most interesting story. I think I've read like a couple, but like not super like a lot. So yeah, I am gonna be putting up the comments right now and I am like so excited to read your guys' stories. So yeah. Also, thank you guys so much for all your comments. Like, that was crazy. I was expecting to get like 2 and not even be able to do this video, but since I got quite a few, obviously I'm gonna do the video. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so the first one is gonna be from Made by Mace, so thank you so much for submitting your story. Okay, so it was a normal day and I was doing a huge group project. I had a pencil sharpener and I totally dropped the whole thing and it was all over the floor, like pencil shavings everywhere. And I panicked and grabbed my backpack and shoved all the shavings in there. Girl, oh my god, I cannot tell you how many times I've done that. Like, it's scary. I'm a klutz. Stupid hair things. Oh my god, just stay for the video. It's not fun. Also, I'm a bit concerned why you put those in your backpack. I never do that. Craziest thing about the whole thing is putting it in your backpack. Like, I hope it wasn't like a lot. Oh my god, imagine that, like it being so many. I hope it was not a lot. So next one is by excellentella. Again, thank you so much for submitting your story. So yeah, this one's not that long. It's like a bit on the longer. I would always lose my pencils, and so I started giving them names. One of them was named Fred, and I lost Fred after a week. So without thinking, I started going down the hallways, calling out my pencil, aka Fred. Yeah, I was weird. LOL. Please let everyone know I don't name my pencils Fred anymore. Okay, she doesn't name her pencils Fred anymore. Okay, that was my weird story. Bye. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. That came out of nowhere. But girl, if you like naming your pencils, fine. You know, I will support. Interesting story. Never heard that one before. You do you, girl. If you like naming pencils, that's okay. I fully support here. So my next one is by rubyelizabeth. Thanks for submitting your story. So I was at school eating cereal with milk and I was laughing super loud. The whole class was looking at me and then I spilled my cereal and the milk went everywhere and it was so embarrassing. Do people bring cereal to school? Wouldn't the cereal get like soggy? I'm sorry, that is very tragic. It's normal. People spill things and I know that's probably really embarrassing, but like, who really cares, honestly? Okay, so next one is by Stella. When I was in 2nd grade, we were doing math. The teacher was calling on people to do math problems on the board, and my teacher called me to do a math problem. So I walked up to the board in front of my class and she gave me a whiteboard marker, but I really sucked at math, so I really was nervous. So once she gave me the whiteboard marker, I just stood there in front of the whole class, not knowing how to do the math problem. And then the teacher jumped in to help me help the math problem. Help me with the math problem, I'm sorry. In front of the whole class, and it was really embarrassing. Why do teachers do this? I am so sorry for you. Like, that has happened to me so many times before. I remember I had to stand like behind the teacher while she was doing everyone else's. Then she's like, do you know this one? And it was so embarrassing. I don't know why teachers do that. So yeah, it's okay because literally no one remembers those kinds of stuff. Okay, so this next one is from Olivia Rose. This happened when I was in year 4. we call something else in the UK, which is 3rd grade for the US. Okay, thanks for clarifying that, because I'm not in the UK. That's pretty cool you're in the UK. We were walking to a room for a story. We were in our pajamas, and I didn't know that we had to walk in 2s with a 2nd grader, so I walked off with no one, and I realized, and I ran back, and I was really embarrassed. I can picture how embarrassing that would be. I'm glad you like realized, because that would have been really tragic if you haven't and just like walked off. Who knows, there could be like lions down there. I'm glad you didn't go missing. Sorry, that got really dark. This is by my best friend, Zoe. Go follow her, Zoe Gossney. Her channel will be linked in the description. She's my best friend. Okay, so in my house I used to live in, we had a vent, and it didn't have a cover. So it was just a hole. So one day, little me went to bed, and I had a nightmare. And my nightmare was I went downstairs to where the vent was. And in the nightmare, I heard my grandma talk to me. So I went over there and talked to her, and I woke up. Thought I heard my grandma in the vent for real. Ew. So the next day at night, I went to the vent and I started talking to it. And I felt like she was in the vent talking to me, even though she's not dead. It's just my little psychotic little me. It's my best friend for you, talking to her vent. Yeah, I totally imagine you doing that. Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about that. I really hope that you're okay. I'm really glad I didn't go to your house when that era was erupted. So this next one is from Liv X Pastel. Thank you so much for submitting your story. If you don't like hearing about blood, this is your warning. Okay, so if you don't like hearing about blood, then probably skip to this timestamp. Okay, so when I was in kindergarten, I started gymnastics. I thought I was a professional gymnast. So I would do these shows, I guess for my family, doing cartwheels and stuff. One night while I was doing one of these shows, I thought it would be such a good idea to swing on 2 chairs, so I did. I was up in the air swinging on those chairs. This is where it gets bad. Oh god, girl. Then I started going pretty fast. My parents told me to be careful, so I didn't care because, again, I thought I was a professional gymnast. So I started going so fast that I fell. I didn't just fall on my back or anything. I fell straight on my face. I landed on my nose and started bleeding. I had to go to the hospital, and they told me I broke my nose. They couldn't put a cast on it, obviously, so I had to stay home. By the way, love your videos. I love you too. That is literally my worst nightmare. Like, feeling just like a I'm glad you're okay. That is like disgusting. Probably don't do that. Falling right on my nose. I can't believe that happened to you. So this next one is by Grace Roberts. So we were in class doing math, and then I needed to sharpen my pencil. So I got a sharpener and went to the bin. And when I was sharpening the pencil, the sharpener dropped in the bin. So I just walked back to the table casually and got my new pencil. Like, I'm so clumsy. Second pencil story of the day. I would totally do that as well. Yeah, I'm glad you did not touch the can. I don't even know what it was. But you just stood up and was like, yeah, I'm getting a new pencil. So yeah, I'd be like really scared for some reason. I feel like I'd get caught. So yeah, thank you so much for submitting your story, girl. I love poppets, so let's call her Jen. We were in school. I was getting my first poppet that day. All of a sudden, at the end of the day, the poppet goes missing. I was freaked out for her. I helped her look, but we couldn't find it. I got home and my package was there. I opened it, but Jen said her poppet looked exactly the same. I forgot to mention we were on FaceTime because she said she wanted to see mine. I thought it would make her sad because she lost hers. I opened it and it was amazing. I saw a rainbow poppet. I was in love. The next day, I brought it to school. Everyone was staring at me like I did something wrong. I was like, hey everyone, I just got my first poppet yesterday. Jen told him a different story. I was so mad. I had to literally prove to her and took a bit of a break after. Then we spoke again. Oh, and she never found her poppet. And this is by Sabrina Coldry. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Yeah, I am so sorry about the traumatic poppet experience. I'm glad you got a new poppet, but you know, I love poppets too, so like if I ever lost mine, I'd be like really sad and stuff. That was a very long one. that was like super long, but I don't really have much to say on that. It's just like a good story, you know? Okay, this is by Stop, Drop, and Dash. This is so long. Okay, so about 2 weeks ago, I got bit by a dog. It started when we went to a friend's house. About a year and a half prior, she had been more of a puppy, just a bit smaller. When we went there before, she was super playful and cuddly, so that's what I was expecting. So when we got to their house, I saw her in the cage. She was barking. I sat down like 5 feet away. Eventually, she calmed down and laid down. Then we went upstairs and played. When my parents thought Nova the dog had warmed up, so they brought her upstairs on a leash. My brother pet her and I hugged her. I had done that before. I did not think anything of it. She started to growl, backed away, and leaped at me. She bit my wrist. It hurt so much. It was a big cut. The parents immediately backed away and took the dog outside. Then we put some antibiotics and bandages on it. That's terrifying. I'm glad you're okay though. That's like terrifying. That's literally my worst fear. Like I had a fear of dogs because of my friend's dog, because it like pushed me down, but like not bit me. For some weird reason, my phone decided not to film my outro for me. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for submitting your guys' stories. You can, you know, like, subscribe and hit the bell. You don't have to. Yeah, I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.